In this video, what we want to do, we want to add this white section, okay? This welcome can crossings, okay? So we want to add this section on top of this background, okay? And how are we gonna to do that? So in order to do it, what we want to do, we want to come on this image, okay? And what we want to do, we want to do a right click and we want to embed this into a Z stack. And here inside this Z stack, what we want to do after this image, what we want to do, we want to add a rounded rectangle, okay? So here is going to be a rounded rectangle. And here we want to specify the corner radius, okay? So here corner radius. And we want it to be 25. Okay, as you can see, here we have this rounded rectangle and this is our corner radius, okay? But here, as you can see, this is too big, okay? And we want it to be smaller and we also want it to be wide, okay? So in order to achieve this, what we can do, the first thing we can do, we can play with this frame. So here for the frame, what we want to specify a specific height, okay? So here for the height, let's say for now that we want a height of 50. And as you can see, 50 is a little bit too small, okay? So maybe we can increase this to 150, okay? Maybe 550, okay? So as you can see, we are able to play with this height, okay? And the next thing we want to do, we want to change the foreground color, okay? So here, you can say that foreground color. And we want it to be white, so that white. And as you can see, we were able to replicate this one, okay? Except for the fact that here, as you can see in the finished version of the app, this one is smaller and also this one is pushed to the very bottom, okay? So here, in order to fix this, what we can do, here we can add a spacer, okay? But before adding a spacer, what we want to do, we want to wrap this into a V stack, okay? So here we can wrap this inside V stack, and what we want to do on top of this rounded rectangle, we want to add this spacer, okay? And as you can see, it will push this to the very bottom, okay? But we have a small problem here because we can still see this edge on this safe area at the bottom. So how we are going to fix this, what we can do, we can simply cut this, because right now this ignore safe area is only on this image, okay? But what we want to do, we want to apply this to this on Z stack. So we can cut this and we want to paste this on Z stack. Let's see. And as you can see now, everything is working perfectly. And here, maybe we want to reduce the height of this guy. So maybe we want to put this to 350. And as you can see, it's kind of looks similar to a finished app, okay? But here we have a problem, and the problem we have here is on this height, okay? Because we don't want to hard code this value, okay? Let me tell you why. Let's say right now we are working on this on iPhone 15, okay? But let's say our app is working in a tablet, okay, or in a bigger phone, okay? What we want to do, or a smaller phone. So what we don't want to do, we don't want to like specify this to 350, because this also can change, okay? And even if we go on this sign up, as you can see, this one is bigger, okay? And if we go on this on login, as you can see, the height is different, okay? So what we want to do, we want to specify a way to get the screen height, okay? And then play with this screen height, okay? So the best way to do that, at least the best way I found to do that, is to come on this Z stack, and what we want to do, we want to embed this inside a geometry reader, okay? So if we do a right click, embed into a V stack, and then instead of this V stack, what we want is this geometry reader. And the good thing about this geometry reader is that here it will give us this geometry argument. And now that we have this, what we can do, instead of hard coding this value, what we can do, we can copy this, and here we want to specify that we want to get the size. So this is gonna to be the size of the screen, okay, the size of the device, and we want to specifically get the height. So here we want to get the height, and as you can see, we take the full height without the safe area. Okay, and yeah, what we want to do, we want to say that, okay, get this height, but we don't want the full height. We want to divide this height, let's say maybe by 3. And as you can see, it will take the full height of our screen, okay, and we will divide this by 3, okay. And I think maybe we can change this screen, maybe we can say 2, okay. So I think 2 is a little bit bigger, and maybe we can say 2.2, okay. So yeah, so 2.2 is just perfect, okay, and it's looking exactly as our finished app, okay. So this is how you can get the height of the screen, okay, and play with this value, okay, because right now, if we go on this sign up page, what we can do, instead of 2.2, maybe we can specify this to, I don't know, 1.2, okay, and we make it bigger, okay, and we can now play with the screen height, okay, instead of hard coding this value, okay. So I think for this video we are good, okay. In the next video we'll see how to add this title and also this description, okay. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.